How the devil are you guys? We're on our way to Redcliffe, is it? Yeah, it's the final battle. We're gonna go to Redcliffe, get ourselves organised, get the army organised, and then it's onwards to wherever. Alright. Although what we're probably going to do first is I'm just going to nip to camp, make sure everybody's leveled up, all the equipment is up to date, and we've got as much potions and whatnots that we can build and buy right now. See you in a minute.
What say you? By all means. My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days? Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
Go on.
How should I know? I got the impression it involved sex, but then I get that impression about most everything. Odd, really. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
And after killing her, or did she not try to kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
See, you didn't actually kill her.
Not actually, no. I was a bit unimpressed by the development at first. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
Yeah, so you basically got lucky.
I got stupid, in fact, and very lucky. It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Yeah, well, wise lesson, I suppose, for professional business.
And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
You're welcome. Right. Well, Zev had a story. Wasn't expecting to be having stories, but he had a story while I was just checking up on him. Check up on everybody else now and come back to another story, I suppose.
I did not thank you. It occurs to me now that you have freed me from the Crows, and yet I did not think to thank you for it.
He has another story.
No matter why you did it, it was done, and I the benefactor. So, thank you.
Well, you know, you've turned out to be quite a good friend on the whole, and, you know, if Alistair's going to be king and I'm going to be his general of the Wardens, and have me turn her back if my brother's dead, well, you could do with a crow who knows how to deal with assassin-y types. Yeah, so, you know, glad to do it.
You say that so quickly, and yet it is an odd thing for me to hear. In the
You're welcome.
Crows, we do not have friends, and yet here you are, and I cannot help but consider you such.
We're comrades in arms. We're not really friends, Everin. I've just told him we're friends. We're comrades
Then
in arms.
allow me to say this. What we are doing here, stopping the Blight, I cannot think of anything I have ever done which is so worthy. I
You're
intend
welcome.
to see this through to the end with you. After all, someone must take responsibility for preventing your untimely death. A suitable task for a friend, yes?
No, well, you don't need to die either. No, none of us need to die if we do this right. Or we all need to die if we do this wrong, so yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to die. It's always the Grey Wardens that die. Did you not read the stories as a child? The hero always dies. Unless the hero has a trusty sidekick with him, then the sidekick dies instead. I knew there was a catch. This friendship business is for the birds, I see.
Let's just double check everybody else is okay. Starting with Zevran again.
Your wish?
Never mind. Right, so yeah, I think he's finally happy.
Oh, hello. Is there something you wanted to talk about?
No, just how's the whole head after... Is it Marjolaine?
It's nothing. I'm fine. I'm just thinking.
You are less talkative than usual.
I can't get what happened out of my head. I'd been in Lothering for years, and she still thought I was plotting against her. She didn't trust me. Maybe she never did. She loved me when she could use me and control me. And now that she can't, she wants me dead.
And she never loved you then.
It hurts to realize that I never really knew her.
Or maybe you did and you didn't want to admit it, and that's why you're so quiet.
I knew she was ruthless, but I didn't know how far she could go. She is self-serving, cruel. She uses people, then discards them. But that's how she survives in the life she leads. What if she's right? What if we're the same? I should just have stayed in the Chantry.
Well, she would have just attacked you there, wouldn't she, though?
Maybe, but that is not the point. I was a different person there.
But
I
were
forgot
you?
my life as a bard while I was in the cloister. I felt safe. I didn't have to watch my back all the time. That's what made Marjolaine the person she is, don't you see? It ruined her. It will ruin me too. Even now, I feel some regret at not ending her life in order to protect my own.
Look, you only really have to kill people if you have to kill people. And right now, she's beaten, and she's been told not to. The minute she so much as sniffs in your direction, all your friends are here, we will deal with it. And we can act on it later, but at the minute, it's important that you didn't act on it now.
What we're doing, what we've done, hunted men down, killed them. Part of me loves it. It invigorates me, and this scares me. I feel myself slipping.
So, you just like any other religious person who goes around killing? Yeah. Yeah. She chose who she became. You can do that too. You don't have to get all giddy with the pleasure of killing people.
How can you be so sure?
Yeah. Well, mostly. Evil doesn't worry about not being good.
That is true. I can always trust you to show me things from a different perspective. I would like to be alone for now. I have many things to consider. Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Get on with it. Ogran.
Pull up a drink, Warden. Join me in my sodding hole.
Okay, what's up now?
Just tired is all. Did you want to talk about something?
Just saying hello, really.
Aye, well, hello.
Okay. Win, how we doing?
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
she's hard to read, but I believe she is, yeah.
I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends.
Yeah. Well, she can try. She can try. I have no intention of letting her do that, but...
That is some consolation, at least. Just remember to be wary. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires.
Yeah. I'll just... I'm also a human. And I know all about being a Grey Warden. Trust me.
Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else. And then what would you do?
Well... Well, I'd save everybody else, I'd have to. Doesn't mean I wouldn't try and save my love afterwards. That's... She knows that, I know that. You know?
Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this.
I'm very, very well aware. Okay. I consider it though, don't worry. I have already been considering this, but thank you for reminding me to consider it some more.
I am just trying to minimize the suffering that may come to either of you. I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
Yeah, I know. Win disapproves -3. Oh, for God's sake, Win. Hey. Have some wine if we've got some. Do we have some? No, we don't. Alright, never mind. Okay. Dwarfs, mages, Dalish, and Redcliffe, or just the human armies. One of the two. It's all the same now. Sten.
What is your wish, Kadan?
No, nothing. Let's
As you
go.
wish.
You're happy. I found your sword, so you're basically happy now, right? Shale.
It has occurred to me that I have been... Excuse me. This is not easy.
Okay.
It occurs to me that I have been less than charitable with it since it reanimated me.
Yeah. To be fair, you had to figure out who I was, didn't you? I mean, you spent so long stood in one place, being poked and prodded and shat on by pigeons, that you kind of lost all trust in anything that resembled a human being. So you had your good reasons.
I have come to realize that it has been good to me. You have been good to me.
Ooh, did you use a
even though
pronoun?
you had no control rod to enforce obedience. I have never had one before, so I don't know how to thank you for being, you know.
Ah, friend. A soft, squishy flesh creature. A friend.
Exactly so.
Yes.
I followed you expecting to find answers to my questions, but I think I have found something better.
You're welcome. I get to be called you now. She'll go over it all, so I'm good now. I'm honoured, Shale. And you can continue to call me whatever you want, because I do the same to you. That's what friends do.
Oh, let us not speak of this awkward bonding moment ever again. To the road.
Indeed. Right. Speaking of to the road. Let's just sell some stuff and then maybe Morrigan wants to have one for the road.
Ah, fancy meeting you here. I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask.
Come on, let's see your wares then.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
What have you got? Let's flog as much as we can, buy as many things as we can that are useful, like, what do you call them? I could get some runes, but pretty good for runes. It's more these, distillation especially, concentrator. Corruption's alright, but it's these two. They're for the big, really powerful ones, aren't they? Got enough flasks, I think. We've got enough flasks. How many have we got? We've got so many flasks, it might even be worth selling some back to buy some of these. But I'm only going to get a third of the price for them, which is pitiful. We've got enough lyrium dust too. Right. Might be worth flogging all these ingredients we've got that we don't never use for anything else. We haven't got the things for them. Right. As I was saying, time to do some shopping. I will get back to you in a minute. Hello, Morrigan.
I wish to ask a question of you.
Yeah, go on.
I wish to know your opinion of love.
Came out of nowhere. Yeah, it did, didn't it?
I would hardly call it nowhere.
Oh,
You and I have been intimate, for one. We have been
three,
close
maybe.
for some time now. You are impressive in many ways, and you even protected me from Flemeth without hope of reward. I feel anxious when I look upon you. I dislike this sense of dependency. It is a weakness I abhor. If this is love, I wish to ascertain that you do not feel the same.
And if I do?
Then we are both fools, and we need to do something immediately. I have allowed myself to become too close. This is a weakness for us both.
It's not a weakness. Trust me on that one.
You are not listening to me. Do not be such a fool. This is for your own good. I am not like other women. I am not worth your distraction, and you are not worth mine.
Okay, right. You are worth my distraction. Come on. We've been through a bit of stuff together. The whole gang's been through a bit of stuff together. You know, everybody here's got some appreciation for you, in one way or another. You're definitely worth my distraction.
You are impossible.
That's
Have it
me.
your way, but I will tell you truly now. You will regret it in the end.
Probably. But then it wouldn't be so much fun to be in love in the first place. Right. Yep. When we grow old and die together, if somebody dies first, you regret it. Because you missed them, or you wanted to die first and save them the pain of feeling like they left you behind. Or do you want to die second and let them feel like they didn't die and leave you behind, or get left behind? Whatever. You get the point. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just the way love is.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And when and who shall we... in fact, I'm going to take the doggy. Doggy waggy... Oh, hang about. No, I'm not. How do I cancel? Never mind, right, never mind.
Blast and
Right.
damnation.
Yes.
I have to do this bit, don't I?
Indeed.
I'll take her
Of
off. Put the doggy on. Right. as I was saying, cancel. Right. I need a quick scurry through everybody's character sheet, make sure they've all been leveled up because I forgot to do it. I'll be, then we'll meet you at Redcliffe. Right, we're done.
Very
To
well.
Redcliffe. With Alistair.
Yes.
Win.
Yes.
And almost tempted to take Shale. No, my dog. My dog's coming for a change. Right. To is it Redcliffe? To Redcliffe. Okay. The village has things that are burning. That's not a good sign.
What's on your mind? It
Nothing.
is no trouble.
I wasn't trying to do that. Yeah, as I was saying, the village have things that are burning. And that's not a good sign.